And we are live. Hello, ladies. How are you? Anita here from Sequins and Sand. Tuning in on this Wednesday in November because we have just started Melanoma Week. Yeah, melanoma. You know, it's a big issue in Australia. It's the deadliest form of skin cancer. And here in Australia, we have one of the highest incidences in the world. And the other misnomer is that melanoma is an old person's problem, an old person's cancer. It is not. It is the biggest single, most commonest, that's the word that's used, cancer that kills young Australians before any other cancer. More than any other cancer, it's melanoma that kills people from the ages of 15 to 29. Just extraordinary. So Melanoma Week is something that's very close to my heart. There's lots of reasons why. One of those reasons is a lovely lady called Emma Betts, who influenced my life greatly, who sadly passed away from melanoma. And in this week's Beyond the Shop, we will talk more about Emma and how she played a huge role in advancing the awareness of melanoma in Australia, and how today her legacy still continues on to raise money for a cure. But there's lots of things we can do day to day because melanoma is largely preventable. Yes, it is a preventable cancer. And one of those ways is to cover up, to be sun safe, to be sun savvy and understand and respect the sun, keep out of it during the hot hours in the middle of the day, wear sunscreen every day, and cover up. Cover up in clothing, swimwear that is going to protect you, give you that UV protection from the sun's harmful rays. And when we talk about UV protection in clothing, we're talking about its UPF factor. It's a bit like what SPF is to sunscreen, UPF is to clothing. Today, I've got a very special guest joining me, kind of live, kind of not live, to talk about a wonderful Sun Safe range, a piece that I'm actually wearing that I wear a lot in my summers. It is the Asuna Range, run and owned by the lovely Lyndal, based in South Australia, here in Australia, our very own label, made here as well. So today I'm going to share with you a pre-recording that Lyndal and I did earlier this week, talking about her Sun Safe range and how it can help you keep your skin free of sunburn and reduce its exposure to UV radiation this summer. So I'm just going to check the tech. I'm going to share my screen. And there's the lovely Lyndal there. There's me looking astonished, but let's hit go and cross everything that it works. Lovely to see you again on our live, kind of not live. We've cheated a little bit this week. I am joined by the lovely Lyndal from Asuna.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
We are both flat out at the moment, and we really wanted to do a good job for you guys. So Wednesday live, which is what we had planned, didn't quite work out. So we thought, you know what? With technology, we can do so many different things. Let's use our brains, come in earlier, record it, and then I can, host that recording when we go live on Wednesday. So we snuck in a little bit earlier today, girls, but we've got so much goodness to share with you. We are melanoma aware this week at Sequins and Sand, and Lyndal's gorgeous Asuna range, hailing from South Australia in beautiful Aussie land, knows how to help us live a sun-safer summer with her beautiful Rashi dresses, shorts, and other things that she's evolved over the years. So I'm very pleased, extraordinarily grateful to have you here, Lyndal. Say hello to the girls.
Hello, girls. Lovely to be with you today. It's usually sunny in South Australia, but today it's pouring with rain. So
I've actually heard that, summer is yet to really hit its straps down south. You've had a bit of cool weather.
We haven't had much warm weather yet. And if you hear the rain, I've got a tin roof. So if it gets really loud, that'll be my tin roof.
Right. Tin roof rusted. That was that old song,
Yes.
Love Shack. Love Shack. You've got the Love Shack going on. And I've got a lot of love for your range. We have been selling Asuna here at Sequins and Sand. You and I were talking. I think this is our 4th summer. This is your 4th summer in business. Is that right with this range?
That's right. And you were an early adopter. So you obviously had Sequins and Sands and Cosy Confidence girls out there that wanted something else over the top of their bathers. So we filled that gap.
You did indeed. And you know what? You are still unique in the marketplace. I absolutely love what you do, and I love why you do it and who you serve. So tell us a little bit about, just quickly, your history with Asuna.
Okay, the first range launched 4 years ago, and you were there for it. But the story of Asuna was before that, so maybe 6 or so years ago. In fact, my daughter's 19 and she was 12, 7 years ago. So we were on the beach at Phillip Island, and she just wanted a new Rashi. And she was 12 years old, developing into a woman, and she wanted something to wear that wasn't skin tight over her bathers, but she wanted to be protected from the sun and really cover up. And we looked all over the island in all the surf shops, and we couldn't find anything except for like men's Rashis. And like, who wants to wear that? They were shapeless and just not what a young girl wanted to wear. And in my exploration of finding something to suit my 12-year-old, I knew myself when I looked around on the beach, and all the women my age were wearing clothes.
Yeah.
They had caftans, cover-up dresses, shorts and T-shirts, and they were not enjoying themselves at the beach. They were hot and bothered. The fabric actually was, in many cases, see-through, so it's not sun-smart at all.
Not even sun-safe, exactly.
No. Yeah. And they couldn't play in the water because they had their clothes on. So I did a bit of research, a lot of research.
Yes, as you do. I know you
well. Yes. To try and find something that she could wear, but I suppose more importantly, I could wear, because solutions for younger people are often easier to find than older people, because we start to change shape and it's really difficult to find things that suit. So I took a fashion course, and I have to say that when I was at school, of course, I wanted to be a ballet dancer or a fashion designer. And finally, upon reaching nearly 50, I became a fashion designer.
Hey, got there. Absolutely. That dream box. Nice.
Yeah, in the end. So so that's what I did. I learned how to design, and I have some really good pattern makers around me, and I manufacture here in Adelaide, and they're fantastic. Yeah, the ladies that make it are fantastic, and they help to make the patterns and improve them. And if I get feedback, like if a dart tends to be too high or low, then I can go in as the next season we lift it up. They can change the sleeve designs. They're really terrific. So it's really handy working with a local manufacturer, because they're there to do the best they can do with you, which is something you don't get if you manufacture overseas.
No. And in the pandemic as well, it's really hard to get goods in and out. Now, you may have struggled to get your fabric in, because I know that comes from Italy, but at least you're able to make here as well, and have that supply chain pretty much less interrupted, I guess, than what bringing it in does. And of course, you're supporting Aussie jobs as well, so all that,
which is really nice. So I love going up there and chatting to the ladies, and we actually did a tour of the factory last week. So I had an event last week where we went to have a tour of the factory, and there was about nearly 30 women came along. And they took us through all of the machines that they use for their sewing, and it's all hand done. Like, it's one person sitting in a machine, and we learnt that one machine does the stitch at the end of the sleeves, another one puts the zips in, another one does the double stitching.
It's a team effort.
Yeah, it was really, really interesting. So yeah, it's really great.
It is, and hats off to you. I mean, the quality is what shines through for me. I love mine. This is one of your styles that I've had for a few years now, but the quality, the fabric feels extraordinary, beautiful and soft and cool on. And you can tell the detail, the love is in the detail. And that goes to what you were just saying, you know, handmade with love, each and every garment. So made to last as well. The quality is fantastic. Yeah. So speaking of which, why don't we hit it? Why don't you show the girls? And I'm going to relieve my right quad because I've been crouching here. I'm going to stand up. There we go.
I can see you.
So this is the A-line Rashi dress here.
It is.
One of your staples and still is. Tell us what's done this year with the A-line Rashi dress.
So the A-line, well, just talk about the original first because they're nearly exactly the same, just one modification. So it's really nice to have this little clip at the neck that you can have open or closed, depending on what you like. That's right. And it's really flattering to bring a feature. So it looks like a V-neck when you have it open, which is a really flattering line anyway. But the feature here really makes your body look a lot narrower.
Yeah.
That's it. So and so you've got.
So if you're that shape, that will help to bring you in.
Yes, that's right.
And that's a flattering neckline for most shapes, the V.
It is, yeah. And the contrasting trim is across the whole A-line range. And you've got the 3/4 sleeves on, which is a really nice length to wear over your bathers. And the ladies watching out there will, what I do is I buy an underwire bikini, and I never thought I'd wear a bikini in my life again. Now I wear a bikini every summer, but I have one of my Rashis over the top. Yeah. So that one skims hips nicely. It's quite a nice shape. It's got a nice length, so you're not, you know, if you bend over at the beach. And the favourite feature, of course, is the pockets.
Yes, the pockets are fantastic. And there's the back view. Now, I'm a size 10 to 12, and I always go the wrong way. And I am an hourglass shape. So for me, if I wear a lot of fullness in a garment, it overpowers my shape. So I love this shape on my shape. I think it would suit a rectangle shape as well. But you've got other shapes that work with other cuts that work better with other shapes as well. And that's the beauty of your range. But this one almost, it is a slight A-line, gives with the darts there at the top.
Yeah, to give a nice shape here.
Does nice shape. It's a bit more of a, you know, a skim but not clings straight through style there with a little bit of shape there. It's beautiful. Yeah,
and a scalloped hem, I think. It's got a rounded shape at the bottom, which is nice because when you...
I can't really show that. But I can show it in this, which is what we're meant to do. So this is the new option for this season, isn't it, with the shorter sleeve?
Yes, that's the new option. And that's with the shorter sleeve because some women, they wanted a T-shirt style sleeve. They felt the longer sleeve was a bit too hot for them. And we all know we get hot and cold as we get older. And so this was brought in this season just to give another option. Now, I think that, Anita, is that a double XL?
This one is a double XL, yeah. So what size?
That's double XL. So it looks quite different to yours because it's such a different size. What size is yours? Is yours
Mine
small?
is a small. So I'm a 10 to 12 and it's a small and that's a comfy fit on me. I can get
really nice fit
and feel comfortable. Yeah.
Now you did a photo shoot recently with that style, but in the gumnut fabric.
Yes.
This is the gumnut fabric.
Yeah.
Yep. And I recall that, I think her name was Liz, the lady who was in that one.
Yeah, Liz.
Is that it there? Yes.
Yeah.
And so what size is that she had on?
This is a large.
Yeah. And she was an 18, I think.
That's right. She is.
Yes, just so the ladies want to get an idea of the sizing. But that looked so lovely on her. And the pattern is something that attracts people. So if you're looking for something, I've got black on at the moment. And black I like because you recede into the black. But if it's a single colour, often it sits on lumps and bumps. And when you've got pattern, people don't see anything. It's just the pattern that they see.
Yeah. I've just mentioned that. Funny you should mention that. Girls, this is not pre-rehearsed. But in my private Facebook group, Women 40 Plus Self-Love, Body Love, Summer Confidence, that is what I posted today on that very point.
Oh, did you?
I did. Prints are the masters of disguise and camouflage. And different prints with contrast levels do different things, but you're absolutely right. It's another way to disguise those lumps and bumps that some women many of us are very conscious of, and I live for the day when we don't give a rat's and we just wear what we want. But, until that day, we provide options. So, yes, and your sizing is a bit on the generous size, Lyndal, too, just slightly on the generous size.
Yeah. But I also have to point out that because all the dresses are quite different shapes, sometimes you're a different size and a different style.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, which I am finding. So with the one I've got on, which you're going to show later, I've got a large on, but I take an extra large in the one that you're holding.
Right.
Because I'm more of an apple-y kind of shape. So so I just need to watch that when you're buying.
Yeah, true. And we talk about that on the website, the shape that it's suitable for and the cut, etc. But yes, Liz is a rectangle with a rounded tummy shape, so she's that apple shape. And yes, this is the right cut for Liz, being a straight through cut. And she did manage to fit into it, being an 18. So this is the large.
She looked lovely in that. It was a really nice colour on it too, wasn't it?
Yeah, and with that green, that there are some colours that they call universal colours, and you've got that green in there, which is, and there's a lot of green going on, that, you've got some of those universal colours in there, which I think is why it will look good on quite a few different colour palettes out there as well. So this is the short sleeve A-line Rashi dress in the new flowering gum print. It also comes in navy with pink.
Flamingo pink, yes.
Flamingo pink, a nice summer. And it comes in popsicle orange, black with popsicle orange.
That's
so
right.
3 colorway options for you girls in a shorter sleeve. And we've still got the 2/3, 3/4 sleeve as well options for you. So 2 options in the A-line Rashi dress from a cut point of view.
That's right.
What should we talk about next, Lyndal? Shall we go into a different dress? Shall we talk about this one?
Yes. The cover. Yes. So this one is more sun smart. It's got a boat neckline, so it's really nice and flattering around here. And the sleeve is longer. I've got one right here as well. Let me put my arm down the sleeve and show you the sleeve, because I love this detail. Where's the camera? No, here.
You've got to go opposite way. Yes, look at that.
See that? I just love that. So we've got a thumb hole. So many women, and as we get older, our hands are exposed to the sun, and we really should pay more attention to keeping them out of the sun. So this style has fits like a glove. So it's quite a firm fit. The sleeve is quite a firm fit, and your thumb is here to hold the sleeve over your hands. That makes it really good. I actually have to say, some women go paddleboarding. Is it stand-up paddleboarding? Yeah, stand-up paddleboarding. Quite a few women wear this when they stand up paddleboarding because of the sun protection of their hands. They really like it. And the side panels, which you might be able to see better on yours. Yeah, so that's really slimming. It cuts you sort of right down here, and it puts a different color down your side. So it really makes a really slimming line. The style is a little bit more generous, I suppose, in the body width than the A-line that we've just had a look at.
Yeah.
Yep. So
and that width comes from these inset panels, doesn't it, really? You've got that inset panel, which adds extra fabric.
Yeah.
This one is extra large, Lyndal, and this is a very generous extra large. I reckon this would go up to a 20 probably, this one here.
And it's also a little bit longer at the back, that dress.
Yeah, we can see
the hemline's longer at the back. So when you bend over, you're not compromised.
Yeah. We like to look after our girls' modesty. Is that right?
That's right. And I actually thought I do a few design markets, and I've got in Adelaide this weekend, I've got Bowerbird coming up. So I'll be at the Bowerbird market. And last year and the year before, a lady came, she goes bushwalking. That's what she wears, bushwalking.
Wow.
And she loves it when she hits the beach because she can just run into the water.
And we talked about that. We're going to show what Lyndal's wearing in a minute. For that reason, this gear, the fabric is so breathable and cool on and comfortable on. It's something you could easily wear in the water, on the beach, on the promenade, and out to lunch, and even exercise in. You know, it really will cool you off when you exercise as well, and be sun smart, which is what we love.
Sun smart fabric. Yeah, that makes all the difference.
So this is, what do you call this one? The cover-up Rashi dress?
Cover-up, yes, the cover-up.
And this comes in, this is the new flowering gum print, but you've still got it in the black.
Still got it in the black and the navy.
And the navy, which is on my website, and we'll show the girls where to go to get that soon. But this is great. So all your range now goes from, most of them start at an extra small.
Extra small to double XL. So we introduced a larger sizing this season.
Yeah.
Which is
I love that. You know, and that's what the Cozy Confidence girls at the shoot absolutely love, the stuff that they modeled in that shoot of yours, because most of the girls were size between 18 and 22, 24. And Alison also wore the longer sleeve version of the flowering gums, I think. You got a long sleeve in the A-line Rashi dress as well.
Yes. No, the A-line's the three-quarter.
Three-quarter sleeve.
Yes. Yeah, she wore the three-quarter. Yeah, that's the blonde lady. Yeah.
Yes. And she is a 22 to 24 in the hips, and she just loved it. It fitted her beautifully. So,
yeah, it did. Lovely.
Yeah, we're really grateful. Thank you for providing that extra size option, which I know so many girls, you know, and to your point earlier about you having to wear menswear stuff, you know, for Rashi options, it would break my heart. I'd have so many conversations in years gone by with the bigger girls saying that they have to shop in Lowe's menswear to get the Rashi. You know, that's just soul sucking and destroying. Like that's not on. So thank you, because
you're welcome. I was reading a post. I think the lady's name is Kerry Petrobon. She does.
Yes. Hello.
What's her brand? That's it. And she was in Melbourne Fashion Week. And then I was reading a post from Fem Economy about Melbourne Fashion Week, and of however many of the brands that there were, 7 of them. I think there were over 30 brands. 7 of them go over a size 14.
Yeah.
And the average size of an Australian woman is 14 to 16. Like, exactly. What are these brands thinking? Like,
and you know what? We're getting there. When I first started 12 years ago, man, to try and get anything over a 14 was extraordinarily difficult. We are getting there, but we've still got a long way to go. So thank you for leading the charge, because the more people do it, the more it'll gain momentum, and we will change.
That's right.
Yeah. So let's move on to
what are we looking next? The knot top?
Yeah. Love the knot top.
That's right. I have a matching one right here.
Tell us about your knot top.
So the knot top is, it may not look like it, but this is the answer to the traditional Rashi with a bit of a different approach. So the knot top has a split at the front. This is the inside of the dress. Now, the idea of that is it's a T-shirt length at the back, isn't it? So if you just flip it right, the back is shorter than the front, and we can tie it in a knot, and it blouses over. So if you're a bit self-conscious about your stomach and you wear this top, it blouses over. Maybe I'll stand back a bit. It blouses over, so it covers those rolls that you don't want to cover. So I really love wearing this with the swim shorts because it's a bay the top and the bottom. Yeah. Now, it doesn't have the support inside. That's why we need to buy our bikinis this year to wear underneath. But I just love it. It's a cap sleeve. So you protect your shoulders from the sun, because this is where you get burnt if you're not covered. It's got a nice
across the back as well. That's the area too where we can't reach with the sunscreen that easily.
Yeah. So it's a similar at the back to the one that you've got on, actually. And it's got the contrasting trim. Yep. So it's a similar neckline as that. It's got the contrasting trim, and I just really love this because this is so easy to wear. And in fact, if you're not going to the beach, you can wear it with anything, like a Sun Smart. I know you can wear this as a T-shirt anywhere you go, but it's great because you can get it wet.
Yeah, it is.
And it does. You do have to watch with my garments because they're not skin tight. They will float when you get in the water. So they're not recommended for, don't go too deep. But with this one, if I'm going a bit deeper, I just tie the knot up tighter and it stops it from rising.
Yeah, but great for frolicking and playing and, not going in so deep, as you say. Now, again, the sizing, extra small to extra.
No, so this one's small, medium, and large.
Small and large,
I think I brought this. Yeah, small, medium, and large. They're very generous,
Mm-hmm.
generous, the sizing. So
yeah, this is a medium, and I reckon this would start at a 14. And
yeah, I've got the small.
14, 16.
Yep. But they're made to bunch over when you tie it up.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So
cool.
very
So
generous.
Small, medium, and large in the knot tops. And again, you've got the knot top. This is a new flowering gum print, but you've got it in navy
black
and
navy. Yeah, black and navy.
The black's got a white trim.
It's like a pale silver.
Silver, yeah. Okay. And the navy?
Well, the navy, so I've sold out. They used to have a white trim, but I've only got the silver left, but it looks pretty much, it looks like it's white.
Almost white.
And then the navy, I've got a pink or a green trim.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So knot top done. And with the knot top and with all these things, we can wear it with these hot sellers. I've got to tell you.
I know. They fly out, don't they?
They fly out the door. So this one here is the new flowering gum swim short. This is the extra, extra large. Alison modeled this one being our 22 to 24 or 22 to 24 bottom. I love them. It's hard to make out the print because prints are the masters of disguise, right?
I know. And I thought, oh, I've got one pair here too, but mine's got print. I wonder if I hold that up. It's got a really wide waistband. And that's what I love because it just flattens you around the waist. And it's quite flattering because you don't kind of bubble over the top of it. It just sits really flat around your waist. It's really, really comfortable. And the legs are a little bit longer. I don't have a pair on, but I'm just trying to think. The legs comes
around
there, I reckon.
Yeah.
So you can, yeah. So you can walk on the beach. You don't get that horrible rash between your legs if you get sand and a bit sweaty there. It's just a really comfortable, really nice looking bather bottom.
Yeah, and they won't ride up, right? So you don't have to pick them out of your bottom. Let's get practical here, Lyndal. But you're right. A lot of our girls do get that rash. That some of them call it chub rub, which is a horrible expression, I think, but it's one that's commonly used. And yes, so these, again, because they breathe so well and are so comfortable, wear them beyond the beach, right? And out of the water, they will serve you well for exercising and for as an underlayer as well. You'll get a lot of wear. And again, you've got these in different color options.
Yeah, black, navy, and that flowering gum. And it looks really lovely if you have this black dress with the flowering gum underneath. It's just a really nice contrast, a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. So these are brilliant. And again, they start at an extra small. This is the extra, extra large. And I think we've also got it in a smaller size here. This one is the large. And the other thing is they will stretch and give too. So
it's like a 3 to 5% give. So if you get it and you think, oh gosh, this is tight, just wear it and in a couple of days you'll be like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah. And always remember, girls, with swimwear too, anything that's kind of, this stretch base, when it gets wet, it will give a little bit more as well, a little bit. So keep that in mind. You're better off going slightly firmer than slightly loose. Absolutely.
That's right. Yeah.
So, this medium, I reckon, easy 14. This is a large 14, 16, easy.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe even a narrower 18, with a 14.
Yeah, it depends on your body shape. It really depends on your body shape. Yeah.
But I love that you've got the extra, extra wide waistband because it's that tummy coverage that gives us confidence, isn't it? When
absolutely. Yeah.
On the beach and beyond. Yeah, I love that. And there's one more to show us, which is what you've got on.
I've got on. Okay, so this is the zip front, and I'm just going to put my camera down and I'll stand back and give the full length view. You can see that? I've got my leggings on.
You can see that.
But I really love, this is what I love about this dress. it has, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got drawstring ties at the side. So I can pull it up if I want. I can have it like even a top length.
Like a Rashi. Yep.
Yeah, or I can stretch it down. I like having it at the dress length. And then you just tie it up in place. I love that. And I had the other nice thing is it kind of whether you can see that. So the ruching goes right up to here. Now I'm very short-waisted. Yeah, so it goes quite high. So you can move the gather up your body. So the gather is around your waist rather than, many dresses have a ruching, but it's right down the bottom of the dress. And so you get the gathering at the hem, whereas some of us, if we're feeling a bit vulnerable, we want the gathering up a little bit higher. So it's really comfortable, adjustable length. And the other thing, I'll put my camera back normally now. Oh, the stitching's lovely on the side, isn't it?
Yeah, I was showing the length of that whole drawstring. That is a healthy 30 centimetres, got to be.
Yeah, it's really long and it's really beautifully stitched in. And the ladies were cursing me having to do that, but when we were doing the factory tour, and I wore one on the factory tour, they can see that it was worth their while.
Yeah, and you've got this beautiful fluted sleeve.
Yeah, so this ruffle sleeve, I tend to get hot when I'm going through a hot stage. So last year when it comes in a long sleeve, similar to the cover up, which has got a thumb hole in it, and I just was far too hot in that. So this year I brought out this sleeve. So this is really covers your shoulders, so it does the main job of sun protection, but it's just so cool to wear, which is really nice.
Got a really deep neckline too. So
pretty deep.
It's deeper than this one. It goes down to
that's right. Don't go down there. But it's a really nice neckline, and it's a high neckline as well. So it goes right up the back of your neck.
Yeah.
So it's a really sun smart neckline too, because especially this area here, is often we get sunburnt there.
Yeah. And
it comes in black.
Black,
and only black, because it's a completely new style. I wanted to trial it. So when it sells well, I'll bring it out in other colours. So this one in particular is going super well.
Yeah, and we had Amanda from our Cosy Confidence crew modeled this one in our shoot. She loved it, and she's quite tall. So that's the other thing I love about this. Having the drawstring, you can be tall or you can be shorter, and it will still work for you because of that adjustable length. Something to keep in mind. Yeah. So this one is the extra large. And again, that's an easy, I reckon, 16, 18 in this one. So you've
I've got the large on, and I'm a 16 to 18 at the moment. Anyway, hoping to slim down for Christmas. But I have the extra large on, and
I think 20 probably in this one.
Yeah, there's plenty of room, and I think if you play with the side, ruching, you'll find that it fits differently because all of a sudden it brings the wider part up.
Yeah.
As you sort of play with the drawstring. So I've got a large on. I wore the extra large last week just because walking around, a factory, I didn't want anything. But I think I'm going to go for the large this summer when I wear this.
Yeah.
So warm weather.
Yeah. So this is great. I love the versatility of it. And again, something you can wear in lots of different situations for different purposes as well. It's a good versatile piece. Because the other thing is when you go away, and we will go away, girls, it will happen.
Our border's open today, in fact.
Yes, congratulations, South Australia. Here in Queensland, we're taking a bit more time with that. But you want to pack less and do more with it. And with your garments, you can certainly do that. Now, there's a lot more to Lyndal's range, girls. There's a lot more. Shall I dive in now and show them where they can find?
Yeah, let's have a look. Are you going to squat or are you going to sit on your chair?
Well, I'm going to squat again. I'm going to go the other leg, and I'll work out my left quad now. My physio is so proud. So I'm just going to change the view and do this. Okay, share screen, tab. There we go. Boom. Woohoo.
Okay,
Now,
it's looking
hopefully
promising.
that's working.
That's
Yay.
it. You've done it.
I've done it. Clever girl. Right. So this is the Sequins and Sand homepage with our Cosy Confidence crew. And we were talking about them today modeling. So Alison modeled your gear. So did Amanda. And so did the lovely Liz. So we're going to go here. Now, most of your stuff on our website is in the Sun Safe and Rashi's section.
Yeah.
Okay. So where's that flowering gum? Here we go. So it's got a nice big new sticker on it. So there's the knot top in the flowering gum with the shorts on as a twin set. Here is the cover up Rashi dress with that extra sewn in panel on the side. Here is the A-line Rashi dress with the shorter sleeve with the pink trim in navy. And there's the matching
shorts, underneath.
Shorts, and then this one is the same in the black with the the orange popsicle trim. And then there is Amanda in the one that you've got on. And Amanda's quite cool. Yeah,
she's great, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, she's awesome. So there's that one. But there is what Alison wore. I am going to show the girls off. There's the A-line Rashi dress with the longer sleeve in the new flowering gum. And there's the beautiful Liz in the short sleeve version.
And they're such different colouring, aren't they? Yet the pattern still looks lovely on both.
Yes, absolutely. Does. Now the other way, and then the shorts, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, but that's the way my site's constructed.
There they are.
Yeah, there they are there. So there are those flowering gum shorts that Alison had on underneath her Rashi, her A-line Rashi dress. Now the other way to find you is we have a brand section, and the girls can come into brands and go Asuna. And there we are. There's the fast track to the only thing that's not on there, and I don't know why, is the shorts. I need to investigate why. But there they all are on the brand page, all in a row, beautiful. And these are the other pieces. You've got some other styles. So there's the longer.
Yeah, the longer sleeve version of what I've got on.
Yeah. And then I love these too. I've got one of these as well. This is the crossover top. So if you are an hourglass, or if you've got a waist, or you want to create one, this is a great option because, again, not everybody wants a straight through style. They do want to create some shape, and this is perfect for that. It's just so lovely. And again, it's something you can wear out. I'd wear it.
Sure, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of women have that as their evening wear.
Yes, exactly. You've got to think, how can I create more wears with my one thing? And this is the knot top in black.
Yes.
With that silver trim. And there's the navy. Now, you said we've got to update that to put a different trim on that, I think. And then these are the pants. These are the other things we should have showcased, Lyndal. Thinking about it, I love these.
They're really, really versatile, actually, because a lot of it's just crazy what women fixate on. And ankles. I sold these to a lady who didn't like her knees, and she'd moved to the beach down at Goolwa, which is where the river meets the sea in South Australia. And she had never walked on the beach, never, because she bought a house thinking, oh, God, I love the beach. And then she thought, oh, I hate my knees. I don't want to show them off, so she doesn't walk the beach. I was like, oh, gosh. Oh, no. So she bought those beach pants, and now she does walk the beach. So it doesn't get wet. You can walk in the water and they can get wet, and it's just easy. Yeah,
brilliant. Oh, I love that. And I love how you're giving women giving women the freedom, that they need to live their summer, free to be me. That's the hashtag we use a lot, and it's exactly what you offer. By offering these different options for women, you are helping them to feel free to live a wonderful summer. And for that, I am enormously grateful, as I'm sure they are too. Thank you, Lyndal.
You're welcome. It is a real privilege to help women overcome insecurity and vulnerability, because it's really what we feel rather than how we look that makes us confident. But if we can use fashion to give us confidence, then that's a great thing.
Absolutely. And the other thing I wanted to mention too was your garments are so thoughtful that beyond Sun Safe, they're all UPF 50 sun rated, aren't they? So maximum sun protection.
Fabric is, the fabric is. Yeah, there is this sun rating system of garments, but the garment to be rated, it has to fulfill a whole lot of criteria, which is super duper high neck, which we don't go to because of the fabric, but what we cover, we do protect.
Yes, that's an important point to make. What you do cover, you do protect. And, let's be practical, girls. If you don't cover your arms, then, it's not sun protective, is it really? So it's wherever the fabric is for skin, that's where it offers the UPF 50. And UPF is the equivalent of SPF in sunscreen, thereabouts. Kind of UPF is to fabric what SPF is to sunscreen. So you can see that in a description. That's what it's talking about. And also the fabric that you use, which is a beautiful fabric, high quality. It also is chlorine resistant as well.
Chlorine resistant, yes. This is made out of fishing nets. Can you believe?
Wow.
It just astounds me. This was once a fishing net. So the fabric is recycled, UPF 50 plus, chlorine resistant. And the other thing, I don't know whether I told you, is the manufacturer that I use is an ethical certified manufacturer. Ethically certified.
For the manufacturing in Australia or for the fabric?
For the manufacturing of these in Australia.
Fantastic.
So that's a level of certification that says, good working conditions, pay appropriately, everyone gets a break, we work in air conditioning, we get superannuation. So it's a level of comfort and care in the workplace. And often the manufacturers elsewhere overseas don't provide that to their workers.
Very true.
You can't buy a $25 pair of bathers at Kmart and feel comfortable about the people who have made it.
How are they so cheap? That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's right. Somewhere somebody's missing out if that's all you're paying for your garments. Yeah.
Very true. So, well, you are beautifully thoughtful, and that comes through with everything you do. Thank you so much, Lyndal. Girls, if you've got any questions, even though this is a recording, it will be streamed on the Sequins and Sand Facebook page, and I'm going to stream it into our YouTube channel and the private Facebook group. We're going to tell the world that we touched about it, and I'm sure you will share it too, Lyndal, in your world. But girls, you can leave comments and we will answer them because those comments will always show up no matter whether it's live or pre-recorded and at a later date. So please, if you've got any questions, and remember to find them at Sequins and Sand, go to the brands page at the top of the website or in the Sun Safer and Rashi section of our online store. You'll find all of Lyndal's range there, except for the shorts, which are in the swimwear swimsuit bottoms. There's always an exception. Thanks so much, Lyndal. Lovely
catching you, Anita. It's great to chat. All right. Bye-bye.
Well, there we go. I love chatting with Lyndal, and what a beautiful Australian label. She is so thoughtful. Her heart is in the right place, and it shines through with the garments that she creates for us girls. They really are extraordinary pieces to wear. They're beautiful on. To keep you sun safer this summer, check out the range at sequinsandsand.com.au and go into the Sun Safer and Rashi section to find the Asuna range of Sun Safe wear. Also, if you've not shopped with us before, that's okay. We do free returns. So if you decide that you want to give something a go, you're not quite sure how it's going to work on you, don't stress about it, okay? Because we've been doing this for 12 years and we know that free returns is the ticket to a stress-free shop online. So have a go. And if you do decide that you need a size swap or that it's not for you and you want a refund, there is a way that when you return it, and all the details are on a return slip when you get your garment, when you return it using the reply paid number, and you don't have to pay for the post. So we really do want you to enjoy a sun safer summer, this and every summer. And if you shop online with us, your returns are free. And you know what? We don't stop until we get it right with you. Happy to keep sending things out, and we pay for that post too if we need to retry and retry. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of week. And if you've got any questions, do put them in the feed, because both Lyndal and I will be checking, and we are happy to answer any questions that you've got. Thanks so much. Let me know below which was your favorite garment that you saw today. Are you a Prince girl or a plain girl? Do you think the A-line shape, which is a bit more fitted, or maybe the one that had a bit more volume in the garment, the cover-up Rashi dress, is more your speed? Or maybe you're the not top girl. Let me know which style you found most attractive out of all the ones that we showcased today. Have a great rest of week. See you on the lines, girls. Bye.